Hi guys, welcome back to my small talks. Today's small talk is going to be about the idea. I feel like this generation is filled with so many creative people with dreams and big aspirations, and I just feel like we get so many ideas and we just don't run with them. Like, we get the idea and then we just put it to the side and think maybe we'll do it later. And I just feel like if we've got an idea and there's passion behind it and our heart's in it, then we should just run with it. So because of this, I felt like I should do a small talks to be able to give encouragement and also advice in what I do whenever I get an idea. Because sometimes when I get an idea, it takes me a minute before I actually put vim into it because of nerves, or because I'm worried about what somebody else will think, or just because of lack of, vim. Like, sometimes the ideas that we have just feel like a lot of work. But yeah, these are some of the ideas to just give you vim and to help you stay consistent with it. So the first thing that I do when I get an idea is I set targets for myself. So for instance, with the podcast, I set myself a goal of how long I wanted to get all of like the stuff before I start filming done. So for instance, I needed to sort out a logo, I needed to film the intro, I needed to make sure I understood how podcasts work, how I'd be able to distribute it. Those are all the sort of things that I needed to learn. And I got the idea, for instance, at the start of the year, and it took me almost a year before I decided that I'm actually going to do it because of me just procrastinating. So I procrastinate a lot. So this is why I decided to start setting myself targets. So I gave myself a 3-month period to be able to understand everything. And get stuff done. So I set myself maybe like 4 targets to make sure those are all complete within 3 months. And that helped me because once that was done, I had the body, like I had the skeleton. I made sure I had the ideas of what I'm going to talk about and things like that. And it gave me vim because once I've done that, then I'm like, okay, cool, I can start filming, and then you can just bang everything else out. So I would say the second most important thing is consistency. So making sure that stuff come out when you say they will. For me, mate, I struggle with consistency. I struggle because I will have like 10,000 things on my plate and I won't even know. Like, I get flustered. So when I always give myself like the time that I want to be able to be putting the content out, or how frequent I want to do it, and I set that within myself, because I feel like it has a big part to whether your thing or your idea or your project or whatever is going to succeed or not. With the consistency thing, sometimes we can get a lot of doubt, or we'll start to just flake, do you know what I mean? So what I do is I set myself like a vision board, a mood board sort of thing, of all the things that I want to accomplish from it, and I put it on my wall, and every day like I wake up to it so I can see, right, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it. It just gives me back vim so that I'm not I don't become flaky with it. And one of the things that I've noticed for me anyways is before I put out content or before I put out anything, I start to doubt myself. I start to doubt my ability. I start to doubt whether I will be able to do it. Am I strong enough? Like, all of these little things will come into my head, and I know that literally every single thing that I've possibly done that's my personal project, I have bare doubt before I put the thing out. So what I do is in the beginning stages, when I'm sorting out, when I've got the targets and stuff like that, I record a voice note on my phone, just basically speaking life into what I'm doing, speaking life back into me, motivating me, making me feel a bit more positive about the thing, giving me vim, yeah, you can do this, it's gonna be sick when this comes out. I just gas myself basically in this voice note, because in the beginning stages when you first get the idea is when you're most excited about it. So that's why I think it's the best time to film it, to record it then. And then when I listen to it, it kind of gives me that kind of yeah. And then because you've got your mood board as well, you look at it yeah, you just feel gassed again. And then when it goes out, it just gives the right energy, the right like positivity about what you're doing out. Because if you're like releasing something with like doubt and being scared and like all of these things, it's the wrong vibe. It's the wrong vibe, do you know what I mean? So this will just kind of help you be more positive and like not doubt what you're about to do, because whatever you're about to do is going to be amazing and it's going to affect and impact somebody. So, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. As long as whatever you're doing is good for one person, it doesn't matter, do you know what I mean? Because you've made that effect. So yeah, this was a short small talk, but I hope that some of the ideas you can use it. Let me know if any of them work for you. Yeah, feedback is welcome. So thank you for joining my small talks, and share and repost it. So yeah, have a great day, and I will be back next week.